Welcome back to the Sunday Scan at Larry's Library, and today I read Godzilla issue 23. For those new to the channel and this series, this is where every Sunday I read an unread single issue comic book from my unread bin. Back there, you can't see it, all these are read. The unread bin is a little beyond that. But so this week, like I said, I did issue 23 of Godzilla. 22 was 2 weeks ago. I'm alternating between ElfQuest, Marvel's epic ElfQuest, and Marvel's Godzilla run. So we're nearing the end of this. This is issue 23. There's only one more after this. Another cover that is not credited in any of the databases I've looked at. But like last issue, I think it's pretty apparent that this is Herb Trimpe pencils. And I'm going to guess this is Al Milgrom inks once again. It looks like Al Milgrom inks to me. Probably well enough that I will list it in my database as that. And that, coupled with the fact that Al Milgrom was the editor on this issue, makes it more likely that he also inked the covers, because he did that a lot. On the books he would edit, and he edited a lot of Marvel books. He often would do the covers himself, penciling and inking in some cases, or he would definitely ink a lot of the covers. So it stands to reason that this is probably Al Milgrom inks here. And it is a pretty nice cover, showing us the Avengers reacting to Godzilla, the full-size Godzilla, right in the middle of New York. So, pretty cool cover. And we get a little foreshadowing with the Vision's speech bubble here, where he says, "Stay back, Avengers. Only Yellow Jacket and the Wasp can stop Godzilla." So there's a little bit of foreshadowing for how this is going to play out. So, getting into it on this opening page. These are always fantastic. You know, Herb Trimpe does such a great job with these. He just can't miss. And looking at the credit box here, where you got Doug Minch, who has written the entire series, every issue, and Herb Trimpe, who's done the art in every issue. Well, I take that back. I think number 7 maybe had a fill-in artist. I think it was issue 7. Don't have the database in front of me, but that's from memory. And Dan Green is doing the inking here, which I am happy to see that, because I love Dan Green over Herb Trimpe. Works really nice. But yeah, Godzilla is now returned to his full size, right in the middle of New York. And he is destroying, I think somewhat inadvertently, tons of cars and other things in the middle of the street here. He's right in the middle of Times Square, basically. And the title here is "The King Once More." And one thing that's cool about this opening shot here is Godzilla is it's almost like he's bending down to fit inside the frame. Really nice touch by Trimpe. Good stuff. So Dugan is sort of taunting Godzilla with the helicarrier, getting it right in his face. And they quickly, with Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four's help, they quickly decide a course of action. They're going to try to lure Godzilla to the ocean, or to the water, by taunting him with the helicarrier and just sort of getting him to follow. And that seems to be working pretty well. And then they get the local police involved here on page 5. You know, at first they're doing stupid stuff like trying to shoot him with a revolver, and that doesn't work. And Reed tells the guy, "Look, help us by clearing the street. Get as many of these civilians out of the path of destruction as possible." And so the helicarrier, they start firing these little missiles at Godzilla, knowing that it's not going to kill him or anything. They're just trying to keep his attention on them and to keep following him to get him to the water. And that's what most of this issue is them trying to lure Godzilla to the water and away from the city street. Pretty great art throughout, of course. On page 10, I'll scan this one. The top panel is really cool. It shows Godzilla stomping on a car and a guy in the foreground yelling, "Ah!" You know, and his glasses are flying off and people are running. And It's great. And page 11, I'll have to scan this too. There's a little bit with the Daily Bugle office, and J. Jonah Jameson is all bent out of shape, wondering where's Peter Parker? He needs pictures of this. And the last panel on page 11, you see Godzilla looking in the window directly behind J. Jonah Jameson, and Jonah doesn't know it. It's a great scene. And page 14, I'll scan that too. He turns around and sees Godzilla, and Godzilla roars at him. And then Jonah is so dumb, he leans out the window, shaking his fist at Godzilla right in front of him. And Godzilla doesn't even use his flame breath. He just breathes and blows hot air into the office at J. Jonah Jameson. And yeah, just blows everything everywhere. And Jonah's hiding under a desk. You know, it's great. And then we alert the Avengers. I'll scan that page to page 15. Human Torch goes to get the Avengers' help in this situation. I'll scan page 22 also, where the Avengers and the Fantastic Four both arrive on scene here. It's pretty great. And they decide they're going to try to... They got him really near the water at this point, and they're going to try to push him in. And so Thor and the Vision and Iron Man and the Human Torch all go at him at the same time and try to push him in the water, and it just isn't working. Even Thor hits him with Mjolnir, and it hurts him, but he still doesn't topple into the water. So finally, the Wasp and Yellow Jacket figure out that they could, in their smallest size, fly up to Godzilla, go in his ear canal, and disrupt his equilibrium and cause him to fall in the water. And that's exactly what happens. And I'll scan page 27. Great, great shot of the last panel. Godzilla holding one sort of hand up to his face and toppling over into the water. This was a quick read this time, and a lot of older comic books are not, but this one was. And it was great, though. Great fun. And I'll scan this final page. It's nearly a full page shot of Godzilla falling in the water and then raising back up at his full height. And water's going everywhere. It's beautiful art here. And it says, next issue, Battleground Manhattan. So, next issue, 24, is the last one. And it's going to be great. So, if you want to see that, see some scans from that one, be sure to come back in 2 weeks for that. And next week will be, I think, issue 3 of ElfQuest. I'll be doing that one. And then, like I said, the following week, we're going to wrap up Marvel's late 70s Godzilla run. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one.